his acceptance because of the light he's under is going to be much greater than if he was the guy down the block who just lived in a normal house with the white picket fence who one day decided to went for a sex change. So I don't think the neighbors are going to accept it, but the world is because
people are really excited about it and happy for him.
they're embracing
and proud of him.
or her.
Yeah.
You know, they're embracing.
Well, he's going to change everybody, so everyone who had that idea.
What is it like?
Thank you.
No, I don't want to really date myself, but I remember the first. It was Christine Jorgensen. Years and years ago was the first. No,
Was the first man who turned into a woman?
Yes.
Do you think there's more men that turn into women or women that turn into men? I feel like it's more the other way around.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nothing.
Thank you
know,
so
I'll
much.
have actually just a little glass of red wine.
I think it's more. I think
Yeah,
it's
I
more
think
the
there's
other
more
way around.
men turning into women.
I think so
I'll take
too.
another Corona.
Why would you think that that's the case, though? I'm curious. Why do you think?
I feel like.
I mean,
that's
as far as celebrities and public people go,
It's easy to. I guess it's easy to chop than add.
It's just it's
easier to-
snipping.
You know what
it's
they do?
easier. They push it in.
Right.
They turn it
Oh, do they
inside
really?
out.
Yeah.
They turn it
that's
inside out.
Yeah. So
You can do that
If you're
by going in cold
interested,
water,
if
I
you're
guess, too. You can take a cold bath and push it in.
My sick
You don't need
friends
to
do
do that.
yourself exactly.
My sick friends in the
Maybe a
Bronx used to do
staple?
that. They used to stick it between their legs and they used to pull their pants down and they'd go, "Give them the pussy," and they'd take it between their legs and pull their pants down.
Oh, my
I was like,
God.
what the fuck?
That's so funny.
I'm sorry.
Fucking bro. They'd say that, "Give them the pussy. Give that motherfucker the pussy." They'd go, stick it between their legs and pull it
Hey,
out.
I
chef.
feel like
Crazy.
you're shooting a scene in the
Crazy,
Bronx
it's
Tale
crazy.
right now.
They were nuts.
That's what I feel- that's what it sounds like.
They were
It
nuts.
sounds like you're still in front of the club.
No,
at
they were
Deuces.
my
What's the
friends.
Deuces,
My friends were
Deuces,
crazy.
Social Club.
Richard, we all know Richard Radis. He would be mortified if he met my friends. I say things, and he goes, "Oh, that sounds like you're from the." That's I never heard such a thing.
Right.
You know, I say things. You talk like this. Hey, it's so nice to meet you. I said, "Who?
Who is this guy?
Who the fuck is this?
guy?"
Lewis was on.
We couldn't get a four-way.
No, yeah, but Richard called me last night, and I guess he said, I'm getting Lewis on the phone. So he got Lewis on the phone, and he said, Lewis, we're on a three-way call.
He
Lewis
loves
said-
that three-way.
Lewis said, who the fuck am I talking to? He didn't even know. He didn't even know he was calling.
Here's my mom. My
Right,
mom's on there.
right.
Because he goes
This is
to
the
100 miles an hour.
landscaper. This is the fucking landscaper
so
from down
funny.
the block.
He's got him talking to everybody.
I know, he's like, Lewis is like, who the fuck is it that's on the phone? I don't even know who the fuck I'm talking to.
That's so funny.
Richard is hysterical. The other day he said, I'm going to get
Let's
Lewis
give him a
on.
call, Lou.
He said, I'm going to get him on a three-way.
Yeah,
So I think
swear
he
to
was
God.
on his way back from a gig or something.
I
So
was.
he said, but
I was like,
he
wait a
said,
minute.
But Lewis told me not to call him until he gets home because he gets winded while he's walking and talking. That was the first conversation.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I said,
Oh my God.
He said, Lewis can't walk and talk.
Oh my
And
God.
I made you seem like he was 700 fucking
Right.
pounds.
I know.
They're gonna bury
I
you
really
in a
did.
Yeah, he
pillowcase.
just don't want it. He just wants a concert.
I'm all laid back. I'm like Nikki.
But
Yeah, like chill.
Chill.
I knew the only way this podcast would work was this way.
Chill.
I said, Lewis, I want to do this podcast. Oh, yeah. No. Listen. I knew the less work he had to do, it would work. I knew that if he could just roll out of bed in his pajamas and start talking, I can get the podcast going.
Right.
All right?
You feel like you got a fucking barcode.
But then I
Right.
told him it's not
Scanning
like
So
you.
now you want to do a
GPS.
live
Yeah.
podcast?
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Gotta put a chip
I
in
might
your
be
head
in
now.
LA that week.
But then I said, it's not. But then I told
No, I
him,
can't
I
see
explained
you
it to him.
tonight. I'm away.
I explained
I'm
to him,
in
all I
jail.
need to do is record your voice for 40 minutes, and then you can go about your business.
I played at the Doral this
Right.
week
Uh-huh.
in Rybrook.
Oh, Westchester, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Doral.
Tell the story.
Yeah, on Anderson Hill Road.
We got every Saturday. I'm there usually every Saturday. So I was there with the band, and first the band goes, "Hey, great podcast this week," and I'm like, "Wow!" I'm playing with Bobby Caldwell, who actually is the piano player for the Euros for the Larry Chance.
Oh, wow.
So he goes, "I listen to it every week. Is 7 out yet?" And I said, "No, it's not out yet." And you said it was supposed to be out, right?
Right.
And you said people get mad if they're listening, right?
Well, what it was is we were doing one podcast a week.
Then people came in and they asked me for a song from my album. I said, "You have my CD?" And he goes, "No, you played it on
The podcast.
On the podcast, and we weren't able to do it.
Right.
They wanted the one that we did in the music version. Remember that one?
Yes. Yes.
That we were just working on, kind of.
Oh, yes.
They
Okay.
requested that song.
Oh,
I couldn't
the
do
one
it.
you wrote for the cancer.
Yes, for the cancer fund.
sponsor. I'm really, really hoping to get the sponsor, which we're going to get it.
Oh,
Because
they're not sponsoring yet?
Not yet, but
Don't
they're
mention them.
Wait,
Anyway,
guys, really
Blank
quick.
Box. We'll talk
You
about
gotta
it.
pay to say.
Hi, bigger photo.
They're really, really
quick,
awesome.
just for
Like
my
it, though.
meerkat
But
friends.
what I'm saying is something like that is worldwide,
Right.
so it really pays for them to advertise because
Sure.
you know, a mail order. Certain mail order is what podcasts are
You
really
gotta
good.
pay it if you want us to say it. So.
Can I just introduce everyone to my meerkat?
Yes,
Yeah.
please do.
Okay.
Captain Bill Massa.
Hi guys. I know. Nikki here. We're doing a
Hello.
podcast at the Imperial Yacht Club today. And it's the Bronx Tales podcast. You guys are probably all familiar with my dad, who's the host, and Louis Vernario, the one and
Delicious
only.
food.
We're eating right now. We got Captain Bill Massa here.
How you doing?
And we got Charlie Sestaro.
Sestaro, you got it. Close enough.
And he has a Bronx Tales yacht outside. It's amazing.
Tell me,
Which we're gonna take
Yeah,
a ride
we'll
on
show you
later.
guys later.
Not later, but
We've
maybe
been-
when the
we-
sun's
At
out.
some point.
Yeah. We have been
the
doing
summer.
music and podcasting right now, so we're just going to keep you guys streaming live as we go on with our podcast.
Did we ever find out what the mobbing was?
We didn't mob, but mobbing is when you have a lot of interactions and at least 50 people within the first 5 minutes of meerkatting.
We know what mom.
It normally is this. That's the mobbing.
But tell everybody, follow everyone
Just
to follow
cracking somebody
Twitter.
over the fucking
Okay, so guys, please follow Louis Venario's Twitter
go,
handle.
Oh,
And also,
I mean,
Richie, what's his name?
Medici.
I don't know, that's good.
Medici.
Richard P. Radis.
Radis.
Richard Radis 1. That's his Twitter handle.
Richard Radis. Richard Radis.
Charlie Puth was on RTL late night. I don't know.
Sorry. Oh, you do
Not-
TV
not
appearances
him,
that I
guys.
don't know
I'm
about?
doing TV appearances. This is going to be good for your podcast.
Wow!
Louis, thanks for the videos on the internet. It's not him, guys.
It's so funny.
That's great.
So funny.
Me?
This
Or him?
food is so
Him.
good, it's ridiculous.
Somebody must look like him.
This food is so good, it's ridiculous.
Good, isn't it?
Thank
Oh,
you,
my
Timmy, for following him.
You want to call Richard? Can I eat first?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, I'm gonna go back and jump.
that's nice to say on the podcast. People know that. You should tweet that.
I'm not gonna cut it out either. I'm leaving it in. 1 week.
We're gonna do a song though.
No, Bill. 1 week we're doing the podcast early, so you get some chips and dip, right?
Right.
Thank God we talked for 4 hours because I only got a half hour out of it because I had to cut every clump and shit out that he clumped and chomped. It was literally like it was so funny. He was eating into the microphone and I didn't realize like, I put the headphones on. I put the headphones on and I wanted to smack him. He wasn't even around. It was so funny. It wasn't funny, but
We're eating at, what is the...
This is the
the Imperial Yacht Club, 583 Davenport Road.
We're
Avenue.
eating at the actual
Newer
yacht
shop.
club. Yeah, the Imperial Yacht Club. Thank you for the like, Renja 1968. Ron the
Yeah, we
Sax.
got to redo this on the boat on a nice
Forget
cold
about
day.
it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we're going to be serenaded by some beautiful music performed here live. So everybody, listen up.
We're gonna do it.
Start from the top.
All right.
From the top.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Fly me to the moon. Let me play among the stars. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, hold my hand. In other words, Mickey, kiss me. Fill my heart with song. Let me sing forevermore. Because you are all I long for, all I worship and I adore. In other words, please be true. In other words, I love you.
Beautiful.
It's really good, Charlie.
In other
nice.
words,
Charles, that's really good.
right?
No, that's great, man.
That's all I know. That's all I know on that one.
That's the whole tune.
Yeah, that's the whole tune.
Yeah.
Louis, let's do an original.
All right.
The original?
Let's do
Okay.
Highlight of My Life.
I feel like a fucking jukebox. I like my life.
Yeah, Frank
Let's hear
Sinatra.
it.
I'm following everybody on this stream right now. If you go and follow Richard Radis1 and Louis Minari. What's your Twitter handle?
My Twitter handle is what?
At Louis Minari.
At Louis Minoria. I should be able to.
Louis. It's VAN.
LOUIS.
LOUIS.
Now, what song is this you guys are doing?
It's an original that Louis wrote.
Oh.
And it's called Highlight of My Life. Louis, tell a little bit about the story for Bill and Charles and everyone else.
Okay. I was watching. I'm a big sports fan, and I'm mourning the loss of the Rangers. And did you see that?
I did. I'm sorry.
Are you a Ranger fan?
I am not. I'm no fan. No
You're
fan.
no fan.
No
Are you a
fan.
Ranger fan?
Not a sports fan.
Not a sports fan. Well, I'm a huge sports fan.
I
Unfortunately,
actually,
the Rangers couldn't
the
do
morning
it.
after, you said I was
So in
sorry.
my house is
Once I
always.
stopped with the football tickets, that's when I stopped being sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, at Louis
Well, you
Minari.
can't win. You can't win doing
No,
that.
you
but-
can't win with the tickets.
No, can't win. But anyway, in my house, the channel I always have ESPN on in the house. It's just constantly running, whether I'm cleaning my house or doing something. ESPN is in the background, so I can see all the scores and stuff like that. So they show every week. They show the highlights of that week's of the best plays of the week.
Right,
You know
right,
what I
right,
mean?
right.
So they play the highlights. So I thought, what are the highlights of my life? And I didn't have many, but anyway,
I really
it's a
relate
very
to this.
short
I
song.
love this is my favorite
I
song.
really had to dig deep to write this song.
Listen, as a
Well,
songwriter
a couple of those
myself,
highlights I couldn't write, but
Right, of
we won't talk about those highlights.
Still,
Right,
still
right.
litigation.
Don't leave me alone.
But still,
I love you.
excuse me, I love this song.
All right, we'll
It's
play.
my favorite Louis
Me
Minari.
too. I really love it.
do you need the sheet?
I really
No.
do.
You got it?
Guys, listen to this song. You're gonna
yes,
love it.
I
I
do
know
that.
you're gonna
I have.
love it because I love it.
All right.
And you love everything I love.
Sing it in here or sing it where? All right. What a game! I was in my prime, and how I shine. I was famed when I ripped a base hit down the line. This little leaguer in the crowd should have felt how I feel now. You are the highlight of my life. I realize when I hold you tight, you are the highlight of my life. Simple days and quiet nights. The highlight of my life was not the big hit in the ninth, but you are the highlight of my life. Gambling spree, well, I lost a stack on blackjack. Lucky me, I made it back. Playing craps, made 20 passes in a row. Should've known with every throw. You are the highlight of my life. I realize when I hold you tight, you are the highlight of my life. Simple days and quiet nights. The highlight of my life was not the time I held the dice, but you are the highlight of my life. Bridge. All my stories of success don't compare with your head resting on my chest, running fingers through your hair. You are the highlight of my life. I realize when I hold you tight, you are the highlight of my life. Simple days and quiet nights, dig this line. The highlight of my life. Make my triumphs seem so trite, 'cause you are the highlight